Shark Tank.
Shark Tank. Yes.
I don't need to say anything else. Shark Tank.
Yeah.
How was it? So for people that have no idea, these guys went to Shark Tank. They kicked us. I'm not gonna say anything else.
You spoiled it. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So yeah, your experience. First
yeah.
of all, how did you get to Shark Tank?
Yeah.
Do you do it online? How does it work?
It was July of last year, so 2 months after we launched publicly. We just got an email from a Shark Tank producer saying that she found us on Instagram, and we probably had like a couple hundred followers. I don't know how she found us, but probably like Instagram, ad magic somehow. She found us and reached out and said, like, do you want to come on Shark Tank? I was like, well, to be honest, in the beginning, we didn't like jump at the chance because again, it's like Shark Tank is perceived, at least in the like before, as like, it's like as seen on TV, a little cheesy, some other like cheaper products maybe work well. So we have we had a brainstorming session where we discussed all the pros and cons of getting on the show. And so we spent a lot of time prepping for the pitch, the stage, right? The set design. We have to do all of that ourselves. We have to work with the Shark Tank team really, really closely. I think we filmed in end of September. And then again, like the selection process was pretty rigorous, right? I think what they said, there's like 40,000 teams apply.
Wow.
This season, they pick, I think, like 150 of them to go like to film. And then only about 80 of them actually make it to airing.
Wow, so you could film, and if you're not sexy enough or you don't
if it's not interesting enough,
it's not fun or whatever, not enough drama.
Yeah, so obviously those are all the things that I'm thinking about when I'm on stage. So I was on stage for about an hour with my co-founder. We had a 2-minute prepped conversation, pitch. That was great, that was all prepared. And so, but it was all live rolling, right? Like if you mess up, you mess up. Like they're not going to cut that out. They're going to show that you mess up on the show.
Of course.
So no pressure, right? And so after the 2 minutes, it was just the wild west of like 58 minutes of just back and forth with 5 sharks. These are, I think Mark Cuban, right? And Wojciech from 23andMe, certainly like a Silicon Valley investor. Lori, Damon, and then Kevin, the sharks that probably everybody are more familiar with. I mean, these are, they're big personalities, right? I mean, these are really savvy investors, interesting themselves. They have some really good questions. You have to kind of control the room because they have competing interests. They talk over each other. I'm trying to answer Mark's question. Lori jumps in and Kevin's like, Lori, let me, get my word in. And so like, how do you control that? How do you remain level-headed? How do you answer their questions as real investors like you would in a VC meeting, but also be entertaining enough and energetic, right? Because you're pitching in front of 5 million people. What can you say? What can you not say? And so it's kind of very multidimensional. It's no longer just about like a pitch, like an investor pitch.
Yeah,
it's a very different experience. I think after the show, my legs started cramping because like, I don't know, I was probably dehydrated. And looking at the show, like they aired like 2 months later. And we had like a viewing party right here. We had our whole team and friends and family, and we got an outdoor projector. All of our hosts across the country, they were all hosting their own viewing parties, and that was amazing. People got really together for the brand and supporting Outer. But I couldn't tell you, like I forgot a lot of the parts that they edited in. It's like, did I really say that? I don't think how did I do the number? How did I do the math so quickly? Like I can't even do that number right now in my head. It must be the adrenaline or something, So that was pretty interesting to look back just on yourself, on TV. That was certainly a really, really unique experience.
Imagine if they have let you replace the couch where they were sitting with your couch, and at the end you tell them, you like the couch? You like motherfuckers? Like, it's my couch. It's my couch.
I should have come to you for advice.
I'm your marketing guy. Yeah, I could have done something there.
Yeah. The funny thing is, one thing Shark Tank is pretty. Obviously, it's like trade and like, you can't disclose a lot of the details. So there are some things I just can't say, but they certainly only show 10 minutes out of an hour.
Yeah.
Right. So, for example, there's a photo online of just all the sharks sitting on our sofa on set. It was amazing. They didn't show that portion, right, in the final cut.
Can you use it for marketing?
Yeah, for the photo, yeah. So thankfully we could still use that. But they cut a lot of things that we wanted. They really focused on my negotiation with Lori in this case, who came in for the deal, but they didn't really show a lot of the brand side, the story side, the product side. But hey, I'm not complaining. And it's 5 million viewers. It's constant traffic. Our server spiked that evening. They constantly still come in because of most people watching on Hulu now, right? Hulu, YouTube, all these on-demand networks. So we're getting a constant drip of traffic even today. 2 months later, we're still getting a lot of viewers on a daily basis.
You could do it again, right? It was good marketing.
Totally. I mean, good marketing, good character building, like personal challenge, right? It's definitely good awareness. I mean, I'm getting a lot of people that are just reaching out all over the world, right? Whether they're investors, whether they are partners, potential real estate developers that are looking. We have a cruise liner that reached. It's like just people that you never think about. It's like, oh wow, I saw you on Shark Tank. Like, how do we work together? And certainly customers, right? And so we do it all over again. Yeah, for sure.
Very interesting. Very interesting. I think it's the advantage of having a B2C consumer company that does furniture instead of B2B doing enterprise.
They would not want a B2B enterprise. My previous business probably bore their audience to tears, Yeah. But if it's a tangible product, if it's consumer, then if you have a chance at at Shark Tank, I'd say go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.